Me and this motherfucker.
Don't do as I do. I'm not a good example. I really wanted to wear the shirt for the video, so the design has cracked. This is from me trying to get like some of this ink out, which was low-key a flop. But it's okay, since it's black, I'm just gonna like go over it with Sharpie. Use this palette right here. My Morphe Pony Very Beloved Constellation Sky palette. Starting off with a giant fluffy brush. I'm just gonna go in with this light pink color in the palette. And essentially put this everywhere. Focusing it mainly on the crease, but really just setting my primer with that as well. Same deal over here. And then I'm just gonna build up the color slightly, just more in the crease area so that's a little bit more defined. And I'm gonna take the darker pink in the palette. This one right here. And I'm just gonna define the crease a little bit more with that. I'm gonna take a pencil brush and then a brown shade. I'm gonna use this like mid-tone brown right here. It's like a nice neutral brown. And I'm just gonna basically, I'm making like a doll crease. Like I'm just gonna make, because obviously she's a doll, so her crease is like super like defined. Just gonna start building the color here. But I don't want to like cover up the pink. I still want it to fade out into the pink. So I'm just being very careful about where I'm putting the shadow. My fluffy brush. And really, really lightly diffuse the edges. And I want this to be like a harsh line without it looking harsh, if that makes sense. Like I want it to be a natural harsh line. So I'm just gonna keep building on that color until it's blended but harsh. You know what I mean? Smack my face with the brush handle. And when I'm blending, I'm being very careful not to like blend upwards. Trying to just keep it right where I want the color. And I actually even am going to bring this color out slightly more than my natural eye. Just because this is a doll look, so I want my eyes and my whole like lid space to be super duper big. And then I also want the brown to be thickest right at the edge here. And then get thinner as I go in. Apologies, but I did just put on a different shirt because I got scared about cracking it even more than I already had. And I was like being very careful about my movements, and it was messing with my chi. So just had to change the shirt. I'll put it back on and I'll show you the whole look when I'm done. The frick is that? At my reference photo, I realized she very much has like a V. So I'm gonna bring it a little bit past like my natural eye. And I'm gonna do like a little swoopy there. So I'm just extending it a little bit past my natural eye. And then sharpening it or connecting the frickin' lines, whatever you want to call that. I'm gonna take a little mix of the first two pink colors that we used. And I'm gonna be very careful about not putting it where I don't want it. So I'm using very light pressure here, and just making sure that you can really see the pink blending into the brown. So I'm just putting it like right here, basically right on my brow bone. Trying my best not to let it go super low down. Back in and redefining the brown. Third round of diffusing the edges with the pink. About how much I'm gonna build up the brown, and then I'm gonna take an even darker brown and I'm gonna really put it right in the where my crease line is. Taking a super flat thin brush, and I'm gonna use this brown right here. It's dark, but it's not like dark, you know what I mean? Right where my like natural crease line is, maybe slightly above. And I'm just gonna kind of wiggle it a bit. Give her a bit of a wiggle. And I'm just gonna take that all the way in here. Connect it. Again, going like slightly outside of my natural like lower lash line to make it look a little bit bigger than it actually is. Okay, and I don't want this to be super blended, but I'm just gonna work in layers here so it doesn't look too harsh. And I'm just gonna keep doing that until the line is defined enough. Why did the song Dutty Dutty Love by Sean Kingston just pop in my head? Nicki's verse in that song though. For the lids, I want a nice frosty glittery pink. This is from Fenty. I definitely don't think they make this anymore, but this was a slay. Fenty used to come out with such good things, like actually like unique things. I feel like they don't really do that anymore, but this is the Kilowatt foil. I think this was from like a holiday collection. Sandcastle and Minted Mojito. Both shades in here are just stunning. Love the mint one, but I'm not going to use it today. I'm just going to use the Sandcastle one. Oh, absolutely divine. So pretty. This is like the perfect color because it's pink, but it's almost like a rose gold actually. It's like got a little hint of pink, but it's like a champagne gold pink type shit. Just blending around the edges of it. I think I wanted a little bit more pink though. On this random Naked Reloaded palette, I'm going to use the Angel Fire color just to add a little bit more. I'm just going to really focus this in the center though. I'm going to do something a bit sacrilege, but I'm going to take liquid and I'm going to put it over a powder. Just because this is really pink and I want this, but like a mix of this. BT dubs. This is the Wet n Wild, the Hello Kitty like 50th anniversary collection. This is called Shears. I know it's gonna lift my eyeshadow, but this is just like a trial run. So when I do this for the concert, I'll just do this first. And I'm putting it on the back of my hand first. And really lightly gonna dab it. Remember, you can always get the makeup to do what you want it to do. Never let the makeup make up you. You're always makeuping the makeup. My fave part, liner. I'm gonna do a very specific liner for this. It's like thick at the lash line here, but then it's like really thin, almost like it like blends into her little doll lashes. So I'm gonna try to replicate that best I can. Ooh, already fucking up. That's okay. Just gonna do a baseline here, so I'm not gonna start shaping it or anything yet. Yeah. I am bringing this all the way into the lash line. Typically don't do, but gotta have that thick doll lash line for this. Making this line relatively thick. I'm gonna follow the line I created here, which is like slightly bigger than where my natural lash line is. And I'm gonna draw a like, how do I explain this? She has like, it's like curved a little bit, so it's not gonna be like straight. I'm gonna like go like that, like a like that. Like it's not completely straight, it's got a little bit of a curve to it, like a lash kind of. And then right here it's thick. This line is like super thin, so I'm not gonna thicken it anymore. I'm just thickening it at the bottom and then allowing it to go into that thin line. So again, a baseline to work from. I just went ahead and did my base off camera, and then when I go to the concert, I'm of course gonna like layer creams and powders for longevity, but for this video I'm not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna use my L'Oreal True Match bronze. Okay, I just did my base off camera, and then when I actually do my makeup for the concert, I'm gonna layer, of course, my creams and powders for longevity. But for this video, I don't need to do that. I use my L'Oreal Lumi bronzer. This is the lightest one. And my favorite bronzer brush, which is the MAC something something. And bronze the cheeks up a bit. Okay, so everything on the cheeks is pretty light. It almost doesn't even look like she has any like doll blush, but I am gonna do some anyway. Just gonna dip back into this palette. I'm gonna use the first shade we used as my blush. Just like a little baby pink moment. I'm not gonna take this outwards. I'm just gonna focus right underneath the eye here in like a little circle, like a little doll cheek. Highlight, I'm just gonna use MAC Soft and Gentle. A bit of this right on the cheekbone. Just a little tiny kiss of glow. I'm also gonna contour my nose for this as well, just so I have a little tiny doll nose, or as close to one as I can get. I'm just gonna make super thin lines. I almost want the tip of my nose to look like a little bit pointy, so I'm doing like almost a diamond shape here. So I'm doing 2 lines like that and then 2 lines at the bottom. And I'm gonna take a pink highlight just to emphasize the contour. I'm gonna do a thin line here, and then I'm gonna do this a little bit higher than my natural nose bridge. That way it looks pointier. I'm gonna take a brow pen and just go over them to recolor them, just for anything that the foundation covered. I ran out of my eyeliner, so we're using this little nubby guy. This was from Sephora, or it is from Sephora. Just a little, it was like a little, why do I keep referring to it like it's literally not right here? It's just a little black eyeliner, and it was super mini, which is why it's still super mini, because it was just like one for your purse or whatever. And I'm lining my waterline with this, okay? That's all I'm doing. Literally giving you like this eyeliner's whole backstory about how it's mini and blah blah blah, and literally all I'm doing is just lining my waterline with the black eyeliner. Making extra focus on this inner corner and really making sure that you can see that it's connected at the top and bottom, just like that's what the doll has. It's very thick, defined liner. One step further and take the eyeliner pen and just go over what I just did. A really tiny point there, just nothing like that looks super pointy, just like a little bit. Just also drew some little tiny bottom lashes. And then I'm gonna do mascara. I'm gonna use my Charlotte Tilbury Exaggerize mascara, because I want my lashes to be super exaggerized. So we're just gonna apply 1,000,001 coats of mascara and nothing less. Really gonna put emphasis on these outer corner lashes here. For my bottom lashes, I'm doing the brush like this because I'm almost trying to shape them into the ones that I drew. This is what we got going for the lips. I'm gonna start off with Kylie. Oh, okay, girl. Let's just put you back in there. Kylie Cosmetics Angel lip liner, and it's bratz, so it's a legal requirement that you overline your lips. I have a picture of the doll right here, so I'm just trying to make my lip shape as close to hers as I can. And bratz have like this iconic, almost like a point here. I'm taking this lipstick from Revlon. Gentlemen prefer pink. Just a frosty pink lipstick. Put some of that on there. Take this literally ancient CoverGirl lipstick in Sugar Almond. It's just a really pretty frosty nude pink. And I'm just gonna put this in the center of the lip. Like that. And to top everything off, I'm gonna use this e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil in the shade Candy Coated. It's just gonna be the icing on the cake. Yup. This Bratz still has super frosty lip gloss, which I can appreciate on a whole other level. So lots and lots and lots of gloss. Don't be shy. And then just to bring a little bit more nude back into it, I'm just going to take Buxom White Rushing Gloss. Just put that over top. The lip gloss has to be thick and it has to be goopy. Phoebe has an absolutely iconic beauty mark right on her mouth. And it's like right there. This is the makeup. I actually love how it turned out. My lashes are smudging a little bit, but that's okay. Let's try on the outfit and so the whole look can come together. It's a little bit of a different POV because I had to do that so you can see my outfit. The jeans are, thank you very much, sparkly. Purse. Got the shirt. Let's get the jacket. Alright, Nessa. I'm officially ready for this concert. So yeah, this is the look that I'm gonna wear. Probably gonna tweak like a few things. But for the most part, I think it turned out like pretty much perfect. Love the outfit. Love the makeup. I'm gonna have the best time in the world with my bestie at the Nessa Barrett concert. So if you need me, that's where I'll be. Peace.